I don't know, this is seriously a happy problem. And welcome to Subramani. Here is a friend who is very well off, and he has got a daughter who is just starting to earn. She's a professionally qualified person, and she's likely to hit a salary of about 12 lakhs as a starting salary. Obviously, she'll pay some tax on that, maybe about 2-3 lakhs of tax and PF and all that, and she will take home something like 75,000-80,000 rupees a month. This is not bad at all for a kid from non-metro and who's going to be working in Mumbai and earning this kind of money. But she's used to a reasonably good standard of living. But her father called me and said, you have to convince her that she should not be spending her money and she should be saving / investing. Now, I find this very tough because when maybe they were younger, when her father was younger, maybe he had to be told why he should save and invest. But his father was a professor, so it's not as though he didn't know that what he should do. But obviously, generation to generation, there is a worry that these people don't have money values, etc., etc. And so I spoke to the daughter, and I found she was very sensible. So I told her that the greatest pleasure that I have had while spending is not on things but on experiences, right? Anticipating that you're going to some place with your friends, classmates and relatives or family, etc. First of all, anticipating that, then going for that, then remembering it over a long period of time, you actually spend much less than you would spend on things. Suppose you have a great pleasure in buying a car, and you buy a car worth 12 lakhs or 15 lakhs with a lot of your own money, but with a small bank borrowing also. Of course, there is great pleasure in buying the car, but after some time, the pleasure goes away, right? You don't really recall with great pleasure the kind of, oh, I bought this car, it is so great. Yes, when the car is new, it's good, you go and clean it yourself and you like the shiny metallic paint, etc. But after some time, you just assume, oh, I go down, I have a car and I have to go. It doesn't matter which is the car, right? After some time, it becomes like that. And same thing for anything else that you bought in the house. Do you remember it fondly? Or do you remember, oh, I needed it, I bought it, kind of stuff. But what happens to a vacation which you took when you were in school, or which you took in college with your classmates, or which you went during an audit, you had to take 2 days off and you went for a trip, right? Those kind of things, what do you remember well? Actually, I find it quite odd, but you could spend 10,000 rupees on a vacation in India, or you could spend 12 lakhs on a car, and very likely that 10,000 rupees vacation, first of all, you anticipate the vacation, you sit and plan for it, you talk to 10 friends or 4 friends about it, then you actually go, and then you recall that again and again, and also you put up those photographs on Facebook, which comes up annually, and then you remember fondly, oh, I went to this sanctuary and a tiger walked past me, or I went to this place and rhino chased another car, right? You remember that fondly. So imagine you spend 10,000 rupees on a vacation, and you recall, first of all, you spent maybe 3 months planning it, 2 months planning it, talking to friends, talking to agents, talking to hotel booking, and then the pleasure of actually going there, and then talking about it for the next 3, 4, 5, 6 years. Imagine how much pleasure you've squeezed out of that 10,000 rupees, or maybe 50,000 rupees, or maybe even 1 lakh of rupees, but you have really squeezed happiness out of that. You do not squeeze so much happiness out of the things that you buy. Whatever you buy, after some time you outgrow it and you want the next one, right? So experiences are a great investment. So if you have young kids at home who are just about starting work and they come from a prosperous mindset, father is a vice president in the bank, mother is a software professional, both have ESOPs, both have money, both have enough net worth, both have houses, don't try to tell the kid that buying things don't give pleasure. Of course it doesn't give you pleasure. Show your life. You say, oh, I bought this and I've never used this. These are some 7 shirts of mine which are lying unused. The only exception where I am happy to say is books. You can buy books, keep it, because one day you will read it. So you don't need to store so many shirts and pants and shorts and shoes, right? You can always buy it whenever you need. But experiences are great. Think about it, plan for it, and whatever. Maybe you're going for a running experience, you're going for a vacation. All that you do, you will remember it better. So money spent on experiences is better. So that's what I've said. And so she was very excited, and she's going on a backpack tour to Europe. And I told my friend that that money is much better an investment than buying a phone for a lakh of rupees. And so they've understood that, and it's not really costing her much. Maybe it's costing her only about 2.5 lakhs, and she can afford it. That's far more important. She can afford it out of her own money. So that's a great way to spend your money. Spend on experience rather than on things. Thank you.